next one is No Home No Longer. Ah, Dorius! If you have come to ask for the blasphemy, I have naught to share, as of yet. Our shinobis have been no signs of the beast. The returnees, however, are all accounted for, and Lord Hian has sent them safely to the Kaitin. As such, he is presently assisting with the hunt. For a blessing, there have been no reports of other villagers hurrying. And yet, before the situation turns for the worse, there is a matter I feel warrants further investigations. Kise. Though a villager of Sare, I suspect she may, in fact, hail from my home, Su no Tsuto. Knowing that she will be loath to answer my inquiries, I entered the Kojin to contact Susanoo in my stead. To hear her tell of it, Princess Kurnai has made great strides in establishing stronger ties to the outside world. At mention of Kise, however, their cordial warmth turns strangely cold. If you are to learn more, I fear we have little choice but to go and speak with the people of Susanoo ourselves. A visit for you, I imagine, but my banishment completes the matters. That said, it has been many years since I left home. Were I disguise myself, I might would go unnoticed in your company, if you wouldn't take the risk. No problem, I'll do any kind of risk, to be honest. Thank you. Let us make for Onokoro then. On the corner it is. Okay, here we are, Yugiri. Very inconspicuous, and I'm pretty sure this is the armor she wore when she first made her appearance in the Realm Reborn. I'm pretty certain. The garments I wore when we first met. Sufficient. I take it it will conceal my identity. How many years has been since I last saw home? A very long time. I am a shinobi of Doma, but even as a child, I sought to ensure the safety and survival of the Suisi no Toto. I was quite bold in those days, if not a touch of recklessness, and together with the other children, I often ventured beyond the borders of home. We yearned for adventure, and so one day we sought to behold the wonders of Doma. Imagine our honor to discover a city of ruin and ash, Imperial soldiers marching through the streets. We fled at the sight, but in my haste, I lost my way, and in the bamboo groups. It was there when I met a young boy named Shun, a sweaty mess as he was swallowing his wooden sword, with reckless abandon, trying to fulfill his duty as a samurai, he said. Having seen the destruction of which the Empire was capable, I too felt the need to protect my home. I joined him in his exercise and every day in my resolve to protect those I have loved to grew. Sadly, my elders refused to listen. They were too content to remain hidden beneath the waves. And hopefully, the Empire's notice. With a heavy heart, I left in search of the strength I believe we sorely needed, and I found it as a shinobi. But the people feared war and conflict would follow on my heels should I return. I did not betray them in their decision, nor do I regret my own. Part of me is overjoyed at the thought of seeing home again, openly defying the wishes of the Ruby Princess. However, would bode ill for my family. They have suffered enough for my transgressions. That is why, for their sake, I remain naught but a fearless shinobi at your employ. Thank you. With that in mind, let us make for Sui no Sato. Well, that was quick. At least I don't need to teleport here. All the years yet. That appears to have changed since the day I left. But now it's not a time to reminisce. We have work to do. Kissie's departure for Sui was likely decades ago. Perhaps the villager's elder will know why she chose to leave. Yugiri is now accompanying you, yada yada yada. Yes, I know the whole routine. I'll you, Mr. Elder. Kise, that sounds familiar, and yet. Apologies, friend. My memory is not what it once was. Let's ask another, then. Anyone else here that needs talking to? Oh, there we go. Cheerful Elder. My, it's been quite some time since we last heard that name. She was a princess of the village, banished after drawing the ire of the former Ruby Princess. What had become of her after all these years? I wonder. Please, is there anything else you could tell us? Yugiri was quite close with her. If my memory serves, perhaps you could see her out. Oh, about that, you know, Yugiri is right in front of us. Mother, I had hoped to avoid my parents, but if there is no other way, Artorias, might I ask you to take the lead? Sure. I'm not sure that would be this is the very first time I met her parents, but I don't know. Wait, if this is the mom, I can see the resemblance. Granted, I can't see her face because of the mask. It's good to see you again. To what do we owe our honor of your visit? Kise, yes, we were close, but that was a long, long time ago. Still, if it can be of assistance to the woman whom we owe so much, I will share all of it, I know. Kise was born to a family of priestess, and even at an early age, she was possessed of extraordinary abilities. Much is expected of her, but everything changed the day she said she could speak with the dead. None could believe her at first, but she continued to insist that she could, and strove to prove it by demonstrating knowledge well beyond of her years. Knowledge of an event which she could only have been privy. Word of her talent eventually reached the Ruby Princess, and she was summoned to the sushi of the Violent Tides for a private audience. No one knows what Kise said to her in the palace, only that the priestess was incandescent with rage and ordered her exile forthwith. Some believe Casey believed a terrible secret to the royal house, or perhaps spoke of a blunted falsehood that proved her a liar. Indeed, the knowledge she claimed the divine from the dead was not always truthful, but who is to say the dead will know the truth, or speak to the deceived? Thus, we could never be certain if it was simply a fantasy or a power divine. The one thing that is certain that is, a no small number of people found comfort in her words. With that I could tell you more, but sadly, I have not seen or spoken with Kizay since her banishment. Don't mind me. Forgive me, but have you met your companion before? She looks familiar or something. I don't know, she kinda reminds me of my daughter. Which she's been gone a very, very long time. I believe this is the first time our humble Shinomi has visited Shuin Sato. I imagine she does, considering she is... You couldn't possibly know me. I am but a lonely shinobi of Doma, nothing more. Do you now? Being a shinobi, I presume you have earned the tales of Yugiri Mistwalker. Should you chance to meeting her, may I ask you to deliver her a message? Tell her that her mother and father love her. That could not be more proud of her. I will. I have no doubt that she feels the same, and not a day goes by without you and her thoughts. I believe you have heard enough. Shall we return to Onokoro? Yeah, let's. But man, I really wish Yugiri can, just finally reveal her identity, not just speaking by third person. It's like, yeah, I will tell your daughter this and this. My apologies for placing you in such particular situations. No problem. Though, I must confess, I did my heart good to see mother and father well. All the more reason I must do all I can keep the peace. As a shinobi of Doma. No! As a member of the Eastern Alliance. Mayhap there will be a day when the Sushino opens to the world. A day when Yugiri Mistwalker can be reunited with her mother and father. Would that Lord Hien could afford the same opportunity. But Lord Hien and Lady Mina have long since passed. The two have made many lives lost in the pure occupation. I can't imagine he would ever succumb to despair. But make no mistake, Lord Hien knows the pain of all his people all too well. I can see it in his eyes, and if I must be honest, it troubles me at times. But perhaps I said too much. Come, we mustn't keep him waiting. Yeah, let's not keep Hien waiting. Okay, back to the Dominant Enclave. I'm pretty sure after this is like one more quest and should be done with all the ranged DPS. Alright, Hien. Welcome back. Well, I'm back from my adventures with Yugiri. Welcome back! I trust your journey has proven an enlightening one. Well, to say the least, yeah, we saw her parents, and they gave her, oh, I'm guessing know who she really is, but they're just playing along, saying, tell my daughter we said this and this. So she does, in fact, hail from Susanoo, as she may have possessed these divine gifts since childhood. Genuine or no, the people believe her, and more flock to her side with every passing day. But the returnees are safe at the Ketikan. Its defense is bolstered. As for the blasphemy, I've spoken with our Confederate allies among others, and together we'll establish a network of contacts across the length and breadth of Doma to take up the search in earnest. Mark my words, we will find it. Hopefully. This has been Ranged C45. I hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass recording session on Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And if you have any comments, put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It's very much appreciated. And if you are curious for future uploads that are coming from my YouTube channel, you can give it a look. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. If you're not going to, then that's okay. But if you're going to, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified for future uploads, which will be coming on the weeks or months from now or in the near future as well. And as per always, I have 3 projects which are currently ongoing on my channel, which are of course Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, M-Skill, Walkers, Job Res, Minions, Mounts, Fashion, Housing Accessories, Savage, Trials, and anything else that is related to 14 in particular. Secondly, which will be of course FGO&A for the Lost Spell 4, 5, 6, the event quests, the challenge quests, roll banners in particular, whichever I decide to roll on. And lastly, for the third project, which of course is not comes as a surprise, Persona 5 The Royal, which eventually will make its comeback whenever I decide to start recording it. And with that, this has been Raven Sleep 45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.